It's happening. You're about to win. But listen carefully, if you miss this one step, everything could vanish before your very eyes. Right now, you're standing at the edge of your breakthrough. This portal doesn't open for everyone. It only reveals itself to those who've survived the storms. Who've broken through invisible walls. Who refused to settle where everyone else gave up. If you're watching this right now, it means you're one of the few. One of the rare ones who slipped past the barriers designed to keep most people trapped. And right now, the Mercury in Virgo portal is at its peak. But here's the catch. One mistake. One careless word. And this opening will slam shut before you even step through. That's why, silence has never been more powerful. Most people don't even feel this shift. The masses will continue their routines like nothing happened. But not you. The universe doesn't hand keys to those who play it safe. It gives them to the ones willing to walk alone. To stay quiet. To protect what's growing in the dark. The biggest mistake people make right before their win is celebrating too early. Announcing victory before it's real. Think of it like chess. What happens if you shout checkmate before you place your final move? You give your opponent the chance to change their play. And steal the win right out of your hands. Don't celebrate too soon. Don't speak too soon. This portal is testing you. Here's the paradox. As this portal opens, your energy gets louder. Your presence becomes impossible to ignore. Some will be drawn to you. Others will feel threatened by your glow. But while your aura is screaming, your strategy must be silence. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to convince anyone. You don't need to share your plan. Because your very existence is already speaking volumes. Now comes Virgo's true power. It doesn't arrive with fireworks. It arrives with a broom. With a checklist. With a flashlight exposing the corners you've been avoiding. Suddenly, your room feels too cramped. That friend you've tolerated too long feels heavy. Your habits no longer fit the life you're growing into. That's not random. That's Virgo energy. It's not here to punish you. It's here to recalibrate you. To clear the clutter so your breakthrough has space to land. Every drawer you clean. Every toxic tie you cut. Every routine you refine. It all signals the universe. I am ready. That lightness you feel. That's momentum. That's your frequency rising. That's the portal recognizing you. Remember this. Breakthroughs don't land in chaos. They land in clarity. So keep your silence. Clean your space. Protect your energy. Because the crown you've been waiting for is closer than it's ever been. The portal doesn't belong to them. It belongs to you. That's protection. The very thing you've been asking for is too valuable to hand to a messy, distracted, leaky version of yourself. So if you're feeling that sudden urge, to clean, to refine, to declutter, to purge. That's the portal whispering. Make room. Something big is coming. Nothing changes until you do. Nothing arrives until there's space for it to stay. Let the Virgo energy do what it came to do. Not because you need to be perfect. But because your future deserves clean floors to walk in on. Your win isn't waiting for you to do more. It's waiting for you to remove what no longer belongs. And when the dust settles, when the noise is gone, when the chaos is cleared, you'll notice something else. Peace. Stillness. Focus. That's when you know the runway is ready. The universe doesn't land planes in storms. It waits for clarity. And clarity is what you're building now, quietly, precisely, intentionally. So sweep the floor. Cut the tie. Empty the inbox. Delete the number. Wash the sheets. Purge the clutter. Organize your thoughts. Because the Virgo portal is open. And the cleaner your world becomes, the faster your crown arrives. There's a special kind of power only the quiet ones ever get to taste. The kind of power that's invisible, until it strikes. They say, move in silence. But here's why silence matters. It doesn't keep people out. It keeps your impact intact. Silence doesn't make you smaller. It makes your next move too big to predict. When you stay quiet, people fill in the blanks. They assume nothing's happening. They count you out. And that's exactly what you want. Because in their blind spot, you gather strength. While they're distracted chasing applause, you're stacking silent wins. Building momentum no one's tracking but you. And here's the truth. The most dangerous person in the room is the one with nothing to prove, but everything to execute. This isn't about false humility. It's about timing. The universe doesn't reward noise during portals like this. It rewards discipline. Know when to hold your cards. And know when to go all in. Because let's be honest. They weren't rooting for you anyway. Most people only clap when it benefits them. They'll celebrate you once you're undeniable. But while you're still building, still climbing, still moving in silence, they'll doubt, dismiss, and advise you like you're lost. Let them. Let them think you gave up. Let them think you're finished. Because when victory comes, it will hit hardest when they stopped paying attention. Virgo doesn't just clean up. It clears the path so no one sees what's being built. That's what you're doing now. And this is why the universe elevates the quiet one. Because when you no longer need the crowd, when your validation comes from within, when your silence is louder than their noise, you become unshakable. The crown isn't coming with noise. It's arriving with silence. And this time, it's yours. You are not behind. You are just unannounced. And when your moment comes, because it will come, the shockwave will be unforgettable. The ones who doubted you will scramble to explain how they missed the signs. But you'll know. You'll know that every moment of silence was strategy. So let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them think you're done. The more they underestimate you, the more room you have to rise without friction. Their attention is a distraction. Their noise is irrelevant. You're not being quiet because you're lost. You're quiet because you're locked in. Let them misunderstand your silence. Just make sure they never forget your results. Not every win looks like fireworks. Some of the biggest breakthroughs arrive quietly. Dressed in ordinary clothes. Disguised as something small. Something most people overlook. That's the gift of Mercury in Virgo. It doesn't bring loud celebrations. It brings precision. Details. Subtle shifts that change everything, if you're awake enough to notice. This portal doesn't shout. It whispers. It's in the text you almost ignore. The casual phone call that opens a door. The invitation you nearly decline, but later realize changed your entire path. Virgo teaches us this. The small is never just small. It's the architecture of the big. Invisible victories aren't just outer events. They happen inside you. The moment you stop reacting to old triggers. The moment you realize a toxic connection has no power anymore. The moment you choose patience over proving yourself. That's a win. And though it may not look flashy, it shifts your entire timeline. That's Virgo's secret power. Rewarding those who master the small. Stacking silent wins beneath the surface. Until the breakthrough finally bursts into the open. Here's the paradox. The quieter you are, the louder the universe speaks. Silence doesn't mean doing nothing. It isn't weakness. It's power under control. This portal is asking you to master the art of active silence. So what do you do while you wait? You turn inward. You build strength in the unseen places. You align yourself so completely that when the win arrives, it feels inevitable, not surprising. Practice silent gratitude. Not writing it down, not posting about it, just feeling it. Breathing it. Letting your body experience the victory before it's even visible. Clear your drawers. Delete the number. Cut the old habit. Every act of release tells the universe, I am making space for my win. Meditation now isn't about emptying your mind. It's about sharpening it. Noticing the whispers within. So you're ready for the whispers from the universe. Because here's the truth. Silence isn't empty. It's loaded with answers. When you hold your energy instead of spilling it, it grows. When your aura speaks louder than your words, the right people feel it. And the wrong ones filter out automatically. This is the ritual of silence. Not wasted fire, but fire contained. Until it becomes undeniable. Silent winners don't rush. They don't broadcast. They prepare. And when the moment finally comes, it looks like an overnight success. But you'll know. It was built in the unseen hours of disciplined waiting. Silence is not your weakness. It's your weapon. And soon, it will be your crown. When silence arrives, not everyone can handle it. Some get restless. Stillness forces them to face themselves, and instead of looking inward, they project outward. That's when you'll notice it. Gossip from nowhere. Arguments that don't even make sense. People trying to drag you into drama you never asked for. Not because you did anything wrong, but because the quiet is exposing their own emptiness. The louder they get, the more they reveal what they've been hiding. These are the spiritual vampires. And the silence of this portal makes them restless. While you're being asked to conserve your fire, they're desperately searching for a flame to feed on. Some will poke at you, bait you, pull you into draining conversations. But not all of them come at you openly. Some disguise themselves as something far more dangerous. Helpful. The critic who suddenly offers advice. The rival who now shows up with a smile. The one who ignored you before but suddenly wants to support you. But here's the truth. Not every hand extended is meant to lift you up. Some are meant to hold you in place. Friendly sabotage is still sabotage. This is a test. The portal exposes everyone's true alignment. Some lash out. Others infiltrate. If they can't stop your path directly, they'll try to steer you just a few degrees off course. That's why you cannot mistake sudden attention for genuine support. Sometimes advice is just doubt wrapped in nice words. Sometimes help is just a way to siphon your momentum. The universe is asking. Because silence keeps you aligned with your win. Outside voices distort it. Most people lose their breakthrough not because they weren't ready, but because they couldn't keep quiet. They got excited. They wanted validation. And in doing so, they broke the seal. Think about it like carrying water in your hands. If you keep them cupped and steady, you'll arrive with it intact. But the moment you open your palms to show others what you're holding, it spills. Your win is like that, fragile until it's secured, unstoppable once it's sealed. Silence isn't weakness. It's precision. Every crown is placed in private before it's revealed in public. Every seed grows underground before it breaks the soil. Silence is not suppression. It's strategy. If you hold it, the energy compounds. By the time anyone realizes what you've built, it's already too late to interfere. Your win is locked, sealed, undeniable. This is the graduation test of the Virgo portal. Can you protect what's yours long enough to let it grow? Because the world always underestimates the quiet one. They assume silence means nothing's happening. Let them believe it. While they imagine you're standing still, You're stacking power beneath the surface. Every moment of restraint is proof you're ready for the blessing orbiting your timeline. And when it arrives, you won't need to say a word. The crown always fits the quiet one. If this message spoke to you, remember. Your silence is not emptiness. It's a vault. Thank you for watching. If you found value here, consider subscribing for more insights. And share your thoughts below. Your journey might be the reminder someone else needs. Until next time. Stay quiet. Stay powerful. Stay undeniable.